Welcome back, everybody! Welcome back to the Blackfire Technical Analysis YouTube channel. I am your host, Brian Corbin, also known as Crypto Bro. Holy shit! The gods have spoken! The gods only want green candles. The gods only want forceful push to the upside. The gods only want to prosper and profit from the general market as a whole. The gods have spoken and we are bullish! We have plenty of things to talk about here today. Very, very, very exciting trading day. Looking at the big markets, targets have been met on all scales for the big three here. We do have plenty to talk about. I do not want to shy away from all the jibber jabber, but I do want to give everybody a heads up. We have hit 101 subscribers on the YouTube channel. We have hit a milestone, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the triple digits. Yes! We've made it! We're famous now! Woo! I'm excited, you guys. Absolutely love being here with you tonight. We've got plenty to discuss. We've hit 100 fucking subscribers on the YouTube channel. Man, 100 subscribers, it feels pretty nice. You know, obviously looking to grow a little bit more. And, you know, I'm putting in work into this channel. Putting in, work into my thesis and my thought process every single day for the channel, and it's really starting to feel like that work is starting to pay off. The channel is finally starting to grow a little bit here. Again, hitting the triple-digit numbers. It feels fantastic. Blackfire Technical Analysis Facebook group has 300 members. Hear me out if you're part of that Blackfire Technical Analysis YouTube Facebook community and you have not subscribed, and you're looking to support me, our channel, come on over to the YouTube channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tick that little bell. Feels really great though, hitting 100. Obviously we have much more work to do. This is basically my long-term goal for could be the next 10 years here, coming out and 5 days a week, potentially 6 days a week in the future. If I do happen to make this my full-time job, this will be 6 days a week. I'd love to get on here on Saturdays during the weekend and kind of kill a few hours, maybe playing some video games while doing a little bit of analysis at the same time. It's kind of the game plan here, and the more we grow, the more I grow, the more I am confident that that goal will be met sooner rather than later. So thank you for being here, everybody. Gotta give you guys a little bit of a celebratory speech. Again, 100 members to me is colossal. Maybe not to everybody. A lot of YouTubers out there have millions, right? But to me, even one person being here is still pretty freaking awesome. 101 people find what I do interesting, and gotta love it. Gotta love it, you guys. Coming in here today, we're going to go ahead and start off with NASDAQ. Obviously, the big one, the big boy, the big market, extending all the way past the 1.272, and I would believe it is safe to say the 1.414 Fibonacci extension target has been met. Close enough is close enough. Obviously, maybe what, 25 bucks off from the wick high. Not even 25 bucks. Yeah, I'd say 20 bucks, give or take. We're about 20 bucks off the mark here for the 1.414. I would consider that target absolutely being met here today. Yesterday's price action shattering through the 1.272, officially confirming that target as well. Targets being confirmed left and fucking right, ladies and gentlemen. And right now, I think we are in price discovery mode. If we see a closure above the 1.414, that leaves a huge gap to the next Fibonacci extension target. Again, I'm not saying necessarily that it has to happen or it has to play out this way, but the 2.272 becomes the next valid target on the Fibonacci extension for NASDAQ structure at the current moment in time. If we do see the 1.414 break and confirm as tentative support, again, tentative support could be a back test with a candle closure above or just a secondary candle closure above. It could be continuation, right? The main fundamental factor to pay attention to here is that secondary candle closure above to confirm it as new tentative support. If we do confirm that, man, this market will not disappoint, in my opinion. The 2.272, again, it's a very far off target. I would expect ebbing and flowing. I would not look for it to just straight up continue vertically without any signs of pullbacks or any sell pressure to that 2.272. I would expect, a higher high, higher low structure along the way. To be quite honest with you, a pullback to the current support right here at 15,700 would not be out of the question to see a structural higher low present itself in the formation here before continuing to those new all-time highs. Again, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, but this market is absolutely juicy right now. Coming into seeing, looking at the RSI here, back into the bullish control zone once again. Things will get interesting if we break resistance right here. If we break resistance right here, I do believe price action gets pretty interesting here. We see lots of times here where this resistance acts as resistance. Seeing any kind of RSI structure above there generally is short-lived, right? Short-lived. So maybe we're talking about the potential for, again, that pullback, right? Breaking through that resistance here. Looking for more heights. Maybe we already saw a break of that resistance. No, not quite. But once we see this resistance break, in my opinion, I think it's time to start paying close attention, right, for potential major pullbacks here. And again, I'm not saying macro pullbacks or a bear market or anything like that. All I'm saying is that, hey, RSI typically doesn't live long here in the bullish control zone. I mean, there are examples of where it does live for an extended period of time, but from a general context standpoint here, it usually isn't more than a week, maybe 2 weeks here, and sometimes it's even just a little dip in and then a quick move to the out here for the RSI on NASDAQ. So looking for price action to continue onwards and upwards. That is my my general thesis, is that the 1.414 gets blown out here, and that's where we start seeing things play out a little interestingly, right? So it wouldn't be out of question to hit it with resistance and confirm a top now, revert back down to 15,007 to see a little bit of a higher low structure first before extending, or another possibility is that we just blast right through to this to the 2.272 Fibonacci extension target here. So things look really good, and I don't have to mention it to you guys. You guys already know, if you're a longtime follower here, I pay attention to the 21 exponential here, and man, 21 exponential is absolutely vertical here, showing no signs of weakness just yet. Again, anything can happen, but for now, the way price action is looking, I'm just going to be looking up until proven otherwise. Now, things do get a little interesting here with a candle closure below 15,705, at which point I would look for a test of the 21, which we do have a little bit of a resistance / support level line here to consider. Inconsequential, in my opinion. We'll put it up on the mark just because it's lined up with the 21. It is valid here to the downside, but that is well and far away, ladies and gentlemen. Again, unless we see some kind of like cataclysmic, black swan event forcing price action to the downside, confirming a major change of behavior, I'm fucking bullish on all standards here. Short-term time frames, long-term time frames, macro time frames. Absolutely bullish here. I wonder how the weekly looks. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Bullish. I mean, come on. Come on. If this isn't a bull market, I don't know what to tell you. Ever since the coronavirus crash, this thing's just been basically up, never confirming a legitimate bear market here, and continuing onwards and upwards with fucking girth, with strength. I absolutely love it here. NASDAQ looking juicy. Stochastics, same thing. Further up, confirming vastly new highs. Whoa. Yeah. Took out the last structure here, the highs of the last structure here, so definitely presenting itself with high bullish power. Bullish is my main game here, looking for more continuation until proven otherwise. We do have the upside targets. We do have a couple of downside targets. Again, barring any kind of absolute cataclysmic boom to the downside, I'm talking like maybe, fucking, 8%, 10%, something like that. I'm not going to be looking for any kind of bearish sentiment right now, again, until proven otherwise. So that's how I'm looking at NASDAQ. Same fucking thing with SPY futures here, 1.414 actually being broken! And currently testing it as new tentative support right now. Fucking exciting. Absolutely bullish. Same sentiment, you guys, except a little bit of a different outcome. If we do confirm the 1.414 right here, right now, today, as new tentative support, the next target becomes valid at the 2.272 Fibonacci extension target, somewhere around 4860. That's a beautiful jump for SPY futures here. SPY futures looking real juicy as well. Same fundamentals apply here. We could see a little bit of a pullback here to this support, 45.65, spot 75 to base another low, or we could come down to the one spot 272 and base the low. But the last low is right here, confirmed on the 27th of October here. I think this one continues a little bit more before seeing a pullback. Maybe we see price action continue up a little bit, maybe not meeting the spot 272, actually just going up a little bit more, back testing the one spot 414, confirming a higher low on that region, and then continuing on to the 2 spot 272. Things are fucking bullish, guys. Things are absolutely bullish in my opinion for the general market. RSI back into the bullish control zone once again. Breaking resistance. I don't know where my resistance lines keep disappearing to, but we actually have a resistance right here on the bottom side of the bullish control zone. Absolutely beautiful. My mouth is getting a little bit dry here. Let me take a sip of this water. Oh boy. Okay, talking about resistance here. Looking at the resistance here, the bottom side of the bullish control zone, we see our RSI here clearly testing. And again, just because you see a little bit of a divvy up above resistance, look at it. It goes right back below. It is not confirmed as support. That was not a confirmed resistance line breakage. Actually, just another rejection along the way. Rejection. Again, another rejection right here. We seem to be continuously rejecting the bullish control zone here. Never really seeing a beautiful structure of life ever since this region here back in 2017, 2018. Actually, ever since seeing just little dips into the bullish control zone before realistically exiting the bullish control zone here. So things are interesting. Seeing RSI breaking back into the bullish control zone. I do wonder if we see a little bit of maintain a structure within, but the same principle applies here. Warning shots are being fired. Things are extremely bullish right now. Things might be a little overextended. I take the past history and say, hey, maybe this could be a warning shot saying, hey, maybe this bull market here doesn't last too much longer before seeing some kind of pullback, right? Some kind of significant pullback. That's always something to take into consideration here with the big three here, is that RSI lately, past couple of years, typically only just dips its feet into the bullish control zone, maybe maintains a few days to a week of structure, and then exits real quick. We never see elongated structure within the bullish control zone. Again, past market performance is not indicative of future market results. So it is possible that we just start seeing RSI coiling just endlessly in the bullish control zone, but you gotta take the evidence that you have and put it to play and put it to action here. And basically what this tells me is, hey, maybe the market goes up for a little bit longer, but warning shots are being fired. I think this is a warning signal that maybe a pullback is likely to come here in the not so distant future. Stochastics though, proof right here, back up, confirming new highs or just resting on current highs. I like this kind of formation in the critical zone for the bullish control zone. There's nothing bearish about this. Absolutely nothing. A little bit of a divvy down here, and then boom, a lift off with pressure once again. Price action continuing up to new all-time highs continuously. It seems like it's endless new all-time highs day in and day out. And that is my disposition until proven otherwise. I am looking straight up. I am looking north until I see evidence of a top, evidence of a little bit of a dip to the downside, and even then I'm going to be on higher low alert until proven otherwise. And the only proof otherwise that would kind of start to grind the gears of the bear market potential here is a closure below the current low at 45.50 here. If we do see a closure below that region here, then we could call it change of behavior again. Although I do believe it is it's a little bit less of an I'm looking for the word, but I can't remember it. It's an inconsequential low, this one is, in my opinion here. This is not a structural low that we're looking at, so even if we did see a little bit of a dip below this region here, maybe even candle closures below, I still do not get worried for the macro perspective here. This is the macro low that we need to be concerned about. Now, candle closures below this region here at 4,300 bucks, that's fucking bad. That likely initiates a bear market, but we are well and far away from that, and even a pullback all the way down to this region at whatever time, 44.75 wouldn't be out of the question. The last low that we confirmed, other than this one right here, was all the way back here. So we only have two lows to talk about. in continuation. So again, a lot of possibilities with this one, a lot of possibilities with Dow Jones as well here. Coming in, looking at it, one spot 272 Fibonacci extension target has been met. That has been confirmed. Let's see if it broke. Didn't break. Actually met it with resistance just a little bit, but I still look. I like the candle body formation. And again, momentum oscillators paint a really clear picture here. Stochastics curling back up, fresh cross back to the upside in the in the bullish critical zone. Fucking immaculate here. RSI continuing higher, confirming even more new highs right now. Again, same thing here with RSI. It tends to hit the top side here with a lot of resistance before exiting the bullish control zone. So we are approaching the bullish control zone. I do think continuation is the main game for this one. But beware, buyers beware. Once we enter that bear or bullish control zone here, I'm going to be looking for potential sell pressure as a result. Again, it's not indicative of sell pressure. It is a bullish signal to see RSI in the bullish control zone. However, you got to take each chart, each indication, one by one, right? You got to take them one by one, take the evidence from each chart that you're looking at, and apply it to the specific asset that you're attempting to trade here. So, hitting resistance to the one spot 272, I think it breaks. And I think we go to the one spot 414, somewhere around 36,430, give or take a few bucks here. We'll just call it 36.4 as the next tentative target to the upside, unless proven otherwise. And the only proof otherwise would be a little bit of a sell-off here. But again, last higher low coming in right here. A closure below current support would be a little concerning because the current low would be my next target to the downside at 35,550. But again, this one just as bullish as the other two, and I'm generally looking up again, unless proven otherwise. If we get that proof otherwise, then yeah, we'll come back. We'll talk about what the potentials for the downside are. But in my opinion, the potentials for the downside are limited and not massive right now. This market is explosive. We're gonna go ahead and move on. Check out the U.S. dollar index. Maybe it's coming down. Dixie might be coming down here. Still, it's kind of a range, right? It makes me want to just kind of like, because there's really no way to really tell right now what this price action is or is not going to do. Still doing this rangy chop kind of formation. I don't have a legit. Maybe we have a formation. Let me actually look here. I don't know if we even have a formation. Yeah, maybe it is a wedge, a descending wedge, which typically ends up being a little bit of a bullish formation here. But looking at RSI right now, again, more chop. It's the same disposition as yesterday. Choppy, while stochastics continues into the bullish control zone. That really doesn't tell me shit. Another closure below the 21 exponential here. And look at these moving averages. They're going sideways. So I'm going to chalk it up to one thing here. Pay attention to the horizontals. A closure below 93.58 will definitely paint the picture for the potential downside, as I would be targeting the bottom side here at 90. We'll just call it 93 even. However, if we revert back to the upside, 94.52, a candle closure above there, leads me to believe 95.2 becomes the next tentative target. And yes, you could use this formation. It does look like a legit formation here, although I don't think the RSI here matches the signature, but I could be wrong. Maybe it's just a rookie thought, but we're in this structure here. You could use the bottom side support and the top side resistance for validity as well. That is not out of the realm of possibilities here to use this structure, but I like horizontals much better here, and I'm gonna take the horizontals a little more seriously as far as confirmation for signals to the upside and to the downside. I can't tell you. I really can't tell you, because this is kind of doing like this chop sideways consolidation bullshit. And ranges can be broken, and disorderly and toxic and really just kind of ugly, right? So I'm looking at this formation. It's kind of ugly. I want to paint a clear picture and just say, look at these two horizontals here. Until we break one or the other, I have no disposition other than this bullshit that we're looking at right here is going to continue on, and that's going to be it for the U.S. dollar index. Moving on, we're going to check out the Hall of Fame Village right now. Saw another little bit of a pop up to test the 21 exponential here. I do believe we are consolidating between these moving averages. A closure below the red 10 simple, and my previous disposition will become valid. I will be looking for another test of the target downside of $2.16. However, we are putting a lot of pressure on that 21 exponential right now, and realistically, if we break it, that's when the warning shots, get fired. We do see RSI still maintaining structure above a positively sloped exponential, and you know how seriously I take slope analysis here, with moving averages and with exponentials here. Seeing a little bit of a divvy down, boom, test, boom, right back up, confirming slightly new highs. I like that for continuation, to be quite honest with you. And then, stochastics here back above the bearish control zone into neutral territory for the bears. Anything could happen, right? Anything could happen. So you got to look at the possibilities. If we see an opening closure above the 21 exponential, I'm going to be looking for this region here. $2.70 would be my next tentative target to the upside. However, for now, I am going to be looking for this to kind of continue going sideways until proven otherwise. But a break below the red 10 simple tells me that 217 is going to be the tentative target to the downside. So that's pretty much it. And looking at volatility, still weak as fuck, right? Weak expansion. We are seeing the moving average get a little bit of a lift up, but it's still negative, right? We haven't seen this actually expand. And I do believe we will get a definitive answer of where this is likely to go once we see, trend, continuation, or this confirm as a stop reversal points, breaking resistances upon seeing volatility expand massively. But for now, I'm just kind of waiting, being patient here. From my perspective, I think I would scoop up a couple of more shares at the $2.50 region if it is confirmed that this is the stop and reversal point for this market. But if not, we come down to the $2.17 region here. It likely breaks, in my opinion, and then the next target down becomes about $1.97. That's where I want to fucking buy, about $1.97. Maybe even less. And in my opinion, $1.97 is last hope. If we break $1.97 here, we got a landslide all the way down to $1.46 here. So that's going to do it for the Hall of Fame. Where are my requests? I want to check out Bitcoin here. Give you guys a heads up on Bitcoin. Don't have many requests tonight, so this might even be another short stream. I do apologize. I've been begging you guys to give me requests, and my pleas have not been fulfilled. So I can only give you guys a lengthy, long, exciting stream if I get a long list of, a long list of requests, because again, I use this channel, kind of personally. I use it for my own trading journal here, and the things and the assets that I trade and the assets that I pay attention to. I use it as a trading journal, number one, before education and all that stuff and entertainment. It's definitely mostly used as personal use, so I can go back, study my own analysis, and see where I can change and fix my own mistakes. So without requests here, I really can't keep up the length here, but Bitcoin closing above $62,000. We talked about that today in the group chat. I did mention in the group chat a close above $62,000 likely leads to continuation. In my opinion, here we do see stochastics maintaining structure on that diagonal trend line back above the 50 read. I love that signal here. RSI is the only thing that's concerning, right? We are a kind of like fork in a road type of thing, right? Fork in the road type of thing. We're seeing RSI ride this diagonal support trend line right now and testing it multiple times and still remaining below a negatively sloped exponential, although it is it's basically almost horizontal, right? So maybe this is the turn that we're looking for continuation, or maybe it breaks down. But we did bounce off the yellow 21 exponential here today back towards that resistance. This was not confirmed as support, unfortunately, and we are still technically using it as resistance. In my opinion, the fact that we confirmed it as resistance, I'm still going to be looking a little bit lower here at the yellow 21 as a possible target. If we break the 21 exponential here, I do believe that full-blown move to the downside to about $53,000 plays out. Got a message about squid. Oh my god, you guys, don't fucking... All these meme coins, man, you gotta be careful. But Bitcoin is my favorite coin. So yeah, below the 21 exponential here leads me to believe that this one likely enters a cool-off period here after achieving new all-time highs. Maybe bounces down and somewhere into this blue box territory, confirms another macro high or low or a structural high or low, and then continues to new all-time highs. I don't think Bitcoin reverts its downtrend here, its potential bear market, to barely kiss a new all-time high and then just die forever, right? I'm very, very, very bullish on this one. But again, it is very possible that we see a breakdown and a closure below, an open and closure below the 21 exponential leads me to believe price action targets to the downside could definitely reach anywhere between $53,000 and 50,000 even. So, you know, that's the downside possibilities. To the upside, if we break, 63,000 bucks here, and I'm going to be looking for support, right? Unless we just shatter it, I'm going to be looking for support. But a break above 63,000 bucks here, and a back test to confirm his new tentative support, I'm still going to be looking for that $73,000 target to the upside. And again, we are seeing a little bit of collapsing on the volatility right now. So, technically we are still in the context of a range, although we are coming on higher lows right now and technically higher highs. So take it with you. Take of it what you will. I apologize for my stuttering English today. Take of it what you will. We are getting bullish divergence here on the RSI, but it's weak, right? It's weak, so technically anything can happen. This is kind of the point in time where I'm looking at the market and I'm like, all right, excuse me. I'm still in a position. My risk is managed off the 21 exponential. I'm gonna hold strong until I see a break, right? I'm gonna be patient. And if I see a break, it's time to get out. It's time to revert to a short position, especially if we confirm the 21 is resistance to the downside possibility of like 50,000 bucks here at the lowest. But if we break above, man, let the ride begin. In my opinion, let the fucking ride begin. We do again have evidence here of a structure in stochastics. The only thing that's telling me otherwise that the downside is still very possible is the RSI structure for Bitcoin. So that's pretty much it for Bitcoin right now. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the requests. I actually got a special request today, fib extensions for these two, so I'm gonna guess that these are coming on new all-time highs. BITF, I do believe, is coming off of new all-time highs right now. No, it's not, but we still can use fib extensions. Remember, fib extensions don't really matter until we are in price discovery, at least from my perspective, right? But we will talk about fib extensions. We'll get them plotted out. Obviously, we have our structural high right here and our structural low right here. Click on the top, drag to the bottom. That's your fib extension here. So with this price action, things are exciting. Stochastics still up, right? RSI looking to enter the bullish control zone. Not enough structure here for me to make any definitive statements. Again, it is a very young asset, but I want to try to give you guys an analysis. This is clearly an uptrend here, looking for continuation. I do believe if we break $7.12, the next target will be somewhere around, I'd say $8.30, right around the one spot 272 Fibonacci extension target. But again, that condition is only going to be confirmed, in my opinion, if we see a confirmation of support on the breakout point on the new all-time highs, if confirmed, right? However, we can easily see price action come up to 717 here, the current all-time high. Boom, reject, come all the way back down to this support level at $5.30, or this diagonal trend line, confirm another higher low, and then go, right? Prepare for everything, expect nothing. God, I'm gonna get that tattooed on my forehead. Prepare for everything, expect nothing. You cannot expect to make profit on a position when you enter, and you cannot expect to lose either. You just have to prepare for both. So for me on this one, again, it being a young asset, I would strongly advise, not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, to prepare for both outcomes. Upside or to the downside. So that's going to do it for Bitfarms here. Moving on to the next one, another Fibonacci extension request. I think this one is the one that hit new all-time highs today. Riot, no, it didn't. Fibonacci extensions are not valid on this one, man. I hate to tell you that. Again, Fibonacci extensions only go towards me looking for new all-time highs, structural high to structural low. I'll get them printed. No, that's not valid. That's a little better here. No, what the fuck am I doing with my entire life? Give me a second, everybody. I think I had it right the first time. And again, while I'm printing this here, you got to remember, it's not valid at all right now until we break structure. And even if we break structure, because we're not breaking structure on new all-time highs, this is irrelevant. You guys, you got to remember, when you're using Fibonacci extensions, again, other people use Fibonacci extensions for other reasons. I use them for all-time highs. They really get all-time highs very well here. More importantly here, if we break this structure here, horizontals are the only thing that's valid. I'm going to delete this. I'm not going to use fibs on this because it's not valid. Unfortunately, I hate to tell you that, but fib extension is not valid. But the secondary candle closure above support here, confirming it as new tentative support, leads me to believe that the next targeted move to the upside is somewhere around 35.50, maybe even a little higher. This one's building momentum here. Volatility is expanding. We rejected the bearish control zone from a stochastics perspective, looking higher. Our RSI is continuing to new heights as well, remaining above the 50 read, exponential looking to cross the 50 read as well, which is another critical signal. I think we have ourselves a confirmed 21 exponential trade as well. Could have even gotten in on a perfect entry here today and ride it. I'd be looking to ride this one up to the next target to the upside. Again, 35.40 is going to be the target. I cannot use Fibonacci extensions just because horizontals do that for me. You could use Fibonacci extensions on structure like this, but again, me personally, I don't use them like that. I use them on structures that are looking for new all-time highs or have confirmed new all-time highs, and I use Fibonacci extensions to identify potential targets or take profit zones for bots and algorithms in price discovery territory. So fib extension for the way that I trade is not valid here. I do apologize if I didn't satisfy your needs, but in my opinion, buddy, you're not looking for fib extensions right now. You're using horizontal support and resistance to identify the next targets to the upside, and in this case, you're looking at resistance for targets to the upside on this one for Riot. So moving on, Matic USD. I do see we have a viewer here. Hello, viewer. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tick that little bell. If you're not new and you want me to do a request on something, drop it in the YouTube comments. Let me know. This is going to be a short stream. This is going to be my last two requests for the day, unless you give me some kind of requests here for something that you want to see analyzed. So going on to Matic USD. I think that was the wrong one. No, that was the right one. Okay. Actually, give me a second here. Matic USD coming up to the resistance, hitting it, rejecting it, closing with a green candle, but momentum is down right now. Momentum is definitely suggesting that this one kind of pulls back a little bit here. Any closure below current support or the current low here at $1.87 is going to be indicative of a change of behavior. Again, not a macro change of behavior. I do look at this as an inconsequential low, but it would be a change of behavior nonetheless, and I would look for a greater pullback to the 21 exponential first and foremost. Any open and closure below the 21 exponential, I'm going to be looking to short. Why? Boom. Here we go. RSI hitting the bullish control zone, rejecting, putting a lot of pressure on that exponential right now. Not a good signal, especially if we see it cross after the current rejection of the bottom side of the bullish control zone. Stochastics curling up. You can see a little bit of the pressure coming to the, and pushing stochastics up, but nonetheless, got a critical signal here below the 80 read, and we are seeing stochastics down, right? Lined up perfectly with the 65 read, the bottom side of the bullish control zone. I'm not saying it happens like this, but it's very possible if we see a break, we do likely see a greater pullback. However, the fact that we remain above the 21 exponential tells me that price action to the upside is still one of the possibilities here. I'm going to be looking at this resistance here, 22.5. Any closure above there, then things get exciting. I will be looking for a targeted move up to the $2.47 region, at which point Fibonacci extensions become valid. Here we go. Any candle closure on new all-time highs that confirm the breakout point as new tentative support will lead me to believe that the 1.272 is going to be the next target here at about $2.95, almost $3 here to the upside. So again, remember, when I'm using Fibonacci extensions, it's for one purpose: all-time highs. All-time high targets, take profit targets when we see new all-time highs and things like that. We're seeing a lot of all-time highs lately in the market, and It's exciting. It's beautiful. It's bullish. Things are printing all-time highs left and fucking right. And again, you guys got to remember this asset's pretty young, but anything can happen. We remain above the 21 exponential, and I have no option per my trading rules other than to stay long and to stay bullish as long as we're above the 21 exponential for Matic here. Last one for the day. I didn't get any requests, so I'm going to do Ethereum and wrap this bitch up. Actually, I have Ethereum here on my charts. I already drew up. Boom. Ethereum, more all-time highs. New all-time highs. Fibonacci extension target. No, not met, but we have confirmed the 1 spot to 272 Fibonacci extension as new tentative support. Guess what? Support goes horizontal right here. Bingo! Support been confirmed, boy. Not a lot of history on that support, but the support's been confirmed nonetheless. Looking at this price action here, I'm going to be looking for the 1 spot 414 Fibonacci extension as the next tentative target for this price action, somewhere around 47.75. RSI here, putting in a little bit of a rejection on the bullish control zone bottom side here, but again, still, kind of chopping its way to the upside, still stepping its way to the upside. We got, ooh, here we go. We have potential bearish divergence, again, potential bearish divergence here in formation on the stochastics. I do not like that here. That definitely suggests, if confirmed, a greater pullback. We're going to start moving these lines right here. Boom. If we confirm bearish divergence with a top call, and in my opinion, a closure below the new breakout point at 45.80, any closure below there leads me to believe bearish divergence likely plays out from a stochastics perspective all the way down to the red 10 simple or its corresponding support level at 42, let's call it 42.90, right? 42.90, give or take a few bucks there, but I'd be looking for a full-on test to the downside of that region, maybe even the 21 exponential as a potential target. Again, bearish divergence is confirmed when you see a lower high confirm on stochastics and a higher high confirm on price action. A higher high has not been confirmed, right? A top has not been confirmed, but if we get a top here via the RSI perspective, I'm going to be looking for bearish divergence to play out to the downside with a potential target to the downside, again, of 42.85 or even all the way down to the yellow 21 at 41.75. But nonetheless, new all-time highs, very bullish on this one here. Unless proven otherwise, the 1 spot 414 is going to be the next tentative target to the upside, and that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen, for the stream. A little bit shorter than yesterday. I do apologize, but again, I've been asking you guys, give me some requests. Give me some requests. Give me a bunch of requests. The good, the bad, the ugly, the illiterate, the everything. Every kind of assets from the absolute dog shit worst to the absolute best. Drop them in the comment section below tomorrow, and I will make sure you guys get a lengthy stream. But for tonight, I'm out of content to provide, so that's going to wrap it up. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of the stream. Again, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, or even if you don't like what you see and you want to argue with me, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tick that little bell, come to the next stream and argue with me, debate with me. I want to get some of that education flowing. I want to get some of that camaraderie flowing. I want to help people profit, and I want them to help me profit. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tick that little bell. 101 fucking subscribers as today. Absolutely fantastic milestone that we've hit. I am excited to grow even more. And again, I told you guys 100 times, this is a long-term plan for me. I'm not going away. I'm going to be on YouTube. I'm going to keep forcing content. I'm going to keep creating content, and I'm going to keep getting better and better at trading and providing content here as time goes by. So again, those of you that are already here, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for providing your assistance in building my channel. And until next time, everybody, you already know what it is. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, because that's what I want you to be. Peace.